Being in a rut where you feel like you're wasting time every day just being lazy is frustrating, especially when you know that you want to get out of it. You don't want to stay in this cycle of being lazy. You want to get productive. You want to do things. You want to move towards your goals. But how do you actually get to that point where you're being productive? Now, I can relate because I think back to a time where I was in a rut for months. I sometimes even wondered if I would ever get out of that routine of self-sabotage. I would say to myself, tomorrow's the day I'm going to do what I need to do. Then I'd wake up and I'd watch a movie or something, or I would eat some unhealthy foods that just wasn't taking care of my body, wasn't exercising, wasn't working out, nothing. After starting the day like that, it would just be a downward spiral where I'd felt like, you know what, I've already failed the day, let's just ruin it even more and I'll start again tomorrow. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but that was my reality for a while. The thing is, a lot of people wait for New Year to make a change, or they wait for a new month, or even they get excited for a Monday because it's a new opportunity. It's an opportunity to start afresh. There's something powerful about being able to start with a clean slate, a new day, a new month, a new week, a new year. But why does it have to be at a specific point of the calendar? The calendar is a perception of how we view time, yes, and a new day or a new week or a new month can seem like something new. But what if we could not only break down a year, a month, a week, but we could also break down a day into segments? When I was in a rut, this is one of the things that really helped me get out. I started viewing my day in multiple parts. What I mean by that is, rather than just seeing it as, okay, this is a new day, it's about how successful I am today, I would see it as, okay, this is a few hours, this is 4 hours, this is 3 hours, this is 1 hour of the day. How can I use this time in the best way? I also saw it that each segment was an opportunity for me to start afresh if I had messed up the previous one. So I would break it down into maybe around 3 segments or so. So it would be morning, then it would be like afternoon, then it would be evening. So this perspective allowed me, when I messed up in the morning, if I didn't eat healthy in the morning, if I wasted time in the morning, I said to myself, okay, I've messed up. I didn't do what I had planned to do the day yet, but hold on, there's still like 10, 12, 13, 14 hours of the day. It's not too late for me to actually get a lot done. I'm in the afternoon segment now. Let me start the afternoon segment as a fresh day in my own head. And then guess what? I did. And I was able to be productive during that time. And I felt like, wow, this is powerful. I don't need to wait for the next day. In any moment, I can decide to make this day better than it was going to be. Because whilst you're in a rut, a lot of the time it just stems into that downward spiral, because you start the day bad, then you continue the rest of the day even worse. Then you say to yourself, the next day I'm going to do better. Or it might be the same thing for a week. You start the week bad, you continue the rest of the week worse. You say the next week is going to be better. But just because you didn't do as well at the start of the day doesn't mean the rest of the day needs to be the same. I had some of my most productive days during that rut in times where the morning wasn't productive, wasn't effective, was a waste of time. But I said to myself, no, snap out of it. Let's go. It's a new day. It's a new segment. It's a new moment. I'm going to take this afternoon and I'm going to use it to my advantage. Could also do the same. Sometimes it wouldn't even be the afternoon. Sometimes I would mess up the morning and I would mess up the afternoon. I would say to myself, you know what? No, I'm tired of this. I'm going to do better this evening. I'm going to make this evening worth my time. I'm going to make sure that this evening is better than it would be if I just stayed in this rut. And as you do this again and again and again, you start to get to the point where you're like, hold on, I don't even want to waste time in the morning anymore. And just like that, you're out of the rut. Trust me when I say, although this wasn't the only thing that helped me get out of the rut, this was one of the key determining factors that really changed a lot for me and helped me overcome that cycle that I was in at the time. Getting out of a rut is one thing, and there would be times where I would get out of a rut, but then I would get back into a rut again, because staying out of the rut and staying motivated, staying consistent is a completely different ballgame. So go ahead and watch this video where I break down how to actually stay motivated to hit your goals. With that being said, I'll catch you on next week's video. Peace out.